Alright guys, today we are looking at a new section in Unit 5, and it talks about finding missing sides and angles of non-right triangles. So we talked in Section 1 about finding missing sides and angles of right triangles, and we used the Pythagorean theorem, 45, 45, 90 rules, 30, 60, 90 rules, and SOHCAHTOA to do those things, to find missing sides and angles of right triangles. Now that we're moving away from right triangles, they're just called non-right triangles, all the rules that we learned previously no longer work. So what we have to do is learn two new rules, of course. So the first new rule we're learning is called the law of sines, and it's used to find missing sides and angles of non-right triangles. The formula is down here, and it might look a little crazy. You have the sine of A over side A equals the sine of angle B over side B equals the sine of angle C over side C. And it looks like a lot, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's really not that bad. What we need to do first is understand how to label our triangle. And we're not going to label it like we did in Section 1 where we found a hypotenuse, an opposite, and adjacent. That doesn't really matter here. All we're concerned with is the angles and the sides. So if you look at this, I have triangle ABC, meaning it has angles A, B, and C. That's how you name a triangle, triangle ABC. Well, if you look at the formula, I have sine of A over angle A. Here's angle A. Side A is the one that's always across from it. Okay? Angle B and side B are also across from each other. And the same thing with angle C and side C. Angle C is here, side C is all the way across the triangle from angle C. Okay? So it's super important to know how to label your triangle with the sides, because 9 times out of 10, all you're going to see is the angles. And you have to understand how to get the sides. So angle A is across from side A. Angle C is across from side C. Angle B is across from side B. And it'll always be that way. That looks like a C. Alright. Now, we're going to use this formula to find missing sides today. And one thing to know is you're never going to need all 3 pieces. I won't need the A's, the B's, and the C's. I'll only need 2 pieces, and it just depends on what they give me and what I'm looking for. And it'll make more sense once we look at this first example. Okay. So our example says, use the law of sines to find missing sides. And it asks us specifically in example 1 to find BC. Alright. Well, what the heck is BC? BC means that starting at angle B and going down to angle C, we're looking for what's in between it, which is that side. And this side is across from angle A, so this is side A. So it's just asking us to find side A. So I can just rewrite this. Find side A. That's really what it wants. And to do this, all I'm going to do is take the formula, which is here. I'm going to take my formula, I'm going to write it out, and I'm going to figure out which pieces I should use and which pieces I should ignore. And to do that, I just look at what I'm given. I am given angle A, and I'm looking for side A. So I have angle A, I'm looking for side A. So I'm for sure going to use this chunk of that formula. And then I have angle B, and I have side B. Side B is here, across from angle B. So because I have angle B and side B, I'm also going to use this chunk of the formula. I have nothing that has to do anything with the C's. So all I'm going to do is ignore that chunk of the formula. So I have the sine of A over side A equals the sine of B over side B. And all I need to do is fill in this formula, which is not that bad. So angle A, I have the sine of angle A, which is the sine of 62 degrees. And it's going to be over side A. I don't know what that is yet. That's what I'm looking for. It's going to equal the sine of angle B, which is 82 degrees, over side B, which is 36. So there we go. We filled it in. I have angle A, angle B, side B. I'm just missing side A, and obviously that's my goal, is to find it. So how do we do that? Well, I need to get rid of these two giant fractions. To do that, I'm going to cross multiply. So I have A times the sine of 82 is going to equal 36 times the sine of 62. So no more fractions. I need to get A by itself, so I'm looking here. I don't care about what's over here. No cares in the world. I'm just looking at A times the sine of 82. I need to get rid of that sine of 82. To do that, I divide both sides by the sine of 82. And that'll cancel out here. So in the end, A will equal 36 times the sine of 82, times the sine of 62, divided by the sine of 82. And that's a calculator problem from here. One thing that I'm going to make sure I do is I include an extra set of parentheses in the numerator, because I want to type it into the calculator correctly. I don't want to mistype and end up dividing before I should. So I'm going to make sure to include an extra set of parentheses around the numerator when I type it into the calculator. All right, let's take a look at the calculator. Hold on, I got to remember what that is. 36 sine of 62, sine of 82. All right. So we have parenthesis 36 times the sine of 62 degrees, and two parentheses to close the numerator. Okay, the numerator's closed. Then we're going to divide by the sine of 82 and close the last parenthesis, hit enter. 32 centimeters. 32 centimeters. That's what side B equals. All right, 32 meters. 32 meters. 32 meters. All right, that's what we found. Side A equals 32. This is also BC. Okay. Let's take a look at one more example. In example 2, we're not given a picture, which is fine. All I need to do is worry about that formula. But I'm just going to read what I have first. I have the measure of angle B. That's what that means. M is measure, that weird sign is angle, and then obviously B. So measure of angle B, that's how you say that. The measure of angle B is 59 degrees. The measure of angle C is 24 degrees. Side C is 9 centimeters. Find side B. Okay, perfect. Let's look at our formula. Look at what we have and what we don't. All right. So first off, I have the measure of angle B. Great. That's here. I have the measure of angle C. Great. That's here. I have side C. Awesome. That's here. I'm going to use this chunk of that formula. And then I have side B that I need to find. That's here. Awesome. So I'm going to use the B's and the C's. I do not care about the A's. Doesn't matter. All right, let's fill in this formula. We have the sine of 59 degrees divided by B equals the sine of 24 degrees divided by 9. So again, we're going to cross multiply. B times the sine of 24 degrees equals 9 times the sine of 59 degrees. Now, to get B by itself, I need to divide both sides by the sine of 24. And that'll cancel. We have B equals 9 times the sine of 59 degrees divided by the sine of 24 degrees. And from here, it's a calculator problem. So let's go ahead and look at that. I have an extra set of parentheses, 9 times the sine of 59 degrees, close both parentheses, times, 9 times the sine of 59 degrees divided by the sine of 24 degrees. That's going to be 18.9, which we would round to 19 centimeters. 19 centimeters. And just like that, we found the measure of side B. Alright, that's going to do it for today, guys. We will continue finding missing sides tomorrow, and then we'll move on to finding missing angles using the law of sines. Make sure you check out your homework, and have a great day.